Question: have you ever been out driving a neighborhood and you notice that house that is just painted one crazy color? Why is that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be explaining CC&Rs and HOAs. Hi, I'm Dale Frazell and welcome to my channel. I love new construction and I've been involved with it for many years. I'm truly excited to share my knowledge to people who can benefit from my new construction experience. CC&Rs and HOAs. Here's what you need to know. Okay, CC&Rs, been asked this many times. It's covenants, conditions, and restrictions. And what exactly are those? Those are actually a legal document that runs with the land that you purchase. It's tied to it always. So when you buy that lot with that new home on that, those CC&Rs are part of the land. Just think of it as the whole bundle. So you have your land, your house, and the CC&Rs. HOAs, homeowners association. So you have your CC&Rs, but the homeowners associations are the ones that enforce them. Now I'm not going to make it like there's a police out there, HOA police, but they maintain that neighborhood, they take care of it. So it's the homeowners association that you pay on a monthly to not only keep the neighborhood up, but also, if they have to enforce those CC&Rs. Just a little footnote about the HOA. Sometimes it's in the community itself, their members, neighbors that consist of the board. And then other times, which I think I'm seeing more, is an outside company that they hire. Reason being, if you're on that committee in your neighborhood and you have to go to your neighbor and force a CC&R, it's not going to be a pleasant experience. And in my experience, I'm seeing them put it outside to a company who will enforce the CC&Rs. Okay. Backing up to the way I started this video, why is that house painted that crazy color? Well, I'm going to say I'm pretty sure there's no CC&Rs. Some people like CC&Rs and some people don't. However, when you spend the money, and especially in today's environment, this is a major investment on your behalf. And do you really want someone painting their house a crazy color right next door to you or somewhere in that neighborhood? It will affect the value, and it's going to affect the whole neighborhoods. Now, in new construction neighborhoods, those developers / builders, they are not going to allow a neighborhood to be built out without having pretty strict CC&Rs and also a homeowners association that's going to enforce those. And the reason being, that's their bread and butter. That builder has to build those homes constantly, and he has to have almost a clean slate every time he goes out to build. He doesn't want to have to go out there and deal with someone who's got their house painted a crazy color. They don't want to do that. They want to keep everything uniform, and in the long run, they will actually keep the values up of that neighborhood having CC&Rs in place. As a former builder, before I purchased that lot, I'd always make sure that there were CC&Rs in place. That's because it was going to protect my investment. I'm buying a piece of land and I want to make sure that everyone else is going to abide by those CC&Rs in that particular neighborhood. It was my insurance policy. Now, as a realtor, I've had clients who really love the neighborhood, but before we went under contract, I'd give them a copy of the CC&Rs. And I had people coming back, and I'm sorry to say that I had one example, they wouldn't allow a certain animal in that particular neighborhood. They couldn't buy in there. So it's important that you understand the CC&Rs because you are adopting, like I mentioned in this video, what those rules are for that particular neighborhood. Now, on the other hand, there's people who want to buy their land, own it, and not be told what to do. And they can do whatever they want to it. And you can see it when you drive through different neighborhoods. I can almost drive around and tell you the actual age of that neighborhood by what I see going on. If there's a car parked on the front lawn, if their grass is dead, maybe there's numerous cars out in the front that are taken apart. No one's enforcing any CC&Rs. My recommendation to those who oppose CC&Rs are existing older neighborhoods. If they have any CC&Rs at all, or if they do, they don't enforce them. Or another option would be go out into the country. You buy acreage, and sometimes you're allowed to do whatever you want. Consider this. So now you're buying that new home. You're going to have homeowners insurance, and say God forbid it burns down. Your insurance is going to cover it. Let's say something's wrong with the title. You've paid for title insurance. They're going to take care of that. But now that you live in this beautiful home, who's protecting the neighborhood? Well, you can't go out and get insurance for a neighborhood, but what you have bought is into that neighborhood via CC&Rs. And who enforces those CC&Rs? The Homeowners Association. Now, the Homeowners Association is just not there to enforce CC&Rs. They maintain the parks, they maintain the common areas, they maintain the landscaping, the perimeter fencing, the sprinkler system. That's a fee that you pay every month. So it's not just CC&Rs, it's the whole neighborhood that you bought in. It protects your investment and all your other neighbors. And briefly here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And also the bell to be notified. I do make weekly videos. It's all free. Here are the key takeaway points on CC&Rs and homeowners associations. Number one, builder and developers will advocate to have CC&Rs in place. Now, I can tell you, in modern neighborhoods, today's neighborhoods, most neighborhoods will not be approved if CC&Rs are not in place. It's a requirement. Number two, CC&Rs vary per neighborhood, so you really should read those before you purchase that home in that particular neighborhood. Number three, they also apply to family members and renters. Number four, violations of CC&Rs can mount up to fines, legal action, and even foreclosure. Number five, trying to change CC&Rs, it can be done, not guaranteed, but it's a lengthy process. So if you're looking to purchase in that particular neighborhood, you are adopting those CC&Rs. Number six, CC&Rs keep up the neighborhood standards and in turn protects your investment. Well, I hope you found today's video helpful. If you have any questions regarding new construction, my contact information is here and it's also listed down below. And if you like, you can always leave a comment and I'll be sure to answer them. Now, another good source is go to my website, dale.frazell.com. You can search new homes and so much more. Now that you have a better understanding of CC&Rs and HOAs, now it's time to pick your lot. Make sure to check out my video on how to pick the perfect lot. See you there.